pair of heroic workmen rushed to help a dog walker whose beloved pet had died, only to discover that the stubborn pooch was staging a lie-down protest at not going on his favorite walking route. Michelle Bilsland, 43, had agreed to take Old English Bulldog Begbie on a shorter walk than usual last Friday afternoon due to the bad weather in Perth and Kinross, Scotland. But when the canny canine realized this, he plunked himself down on the pavement and refused to budge. Professional dog walker Michelle took 4-year-old Begbie, named after Robert Carlyle's character in cult film Trainspotting, out of the cul-de-sac and turned left instead of right to take him on a quick walk around the block. Just as Begbie swooned to the ground, 2 workmen driving past pulled over, fearing he had dropped dead, as Michelle was stood open-mouthed in shock. Michelle from Crieff, Perth, and Kinross said, "The woods he likes are up the hill, but we'd turned left because the weather was stormy, so he knew I was walking him down the way just towards the village. When he's not going where he wants, he just throws himself on the floor and then he doesn't move and turns his head away in disgust. He'd done it seconds before the guys in the van came up that road. I think they were a father and son who just parked up straight away and asked, 'Are you all right, love? What's happened?' Because Begbie was on the floor and his head was turned away, they thought he'd died on me. I told them he was fine and just having a tantrum and sulking so he wouldn't move because he was playing dead. I thanked them and they laughed when they realized he was just sulking. I just waited for him to get up." Begbie staged a minute-long protest before conceding defeat and starting plodding along the road. "Mum up to," Michelle said. "I've got used to it now, so I know not to drag him along." After around a minute he just got up under his own steam, but then did the same again a little later on. He's adorable and full-on in a nice way. He's full of energy, very opinionated and such a character. It's such a lovely, unique side to him. I can't get frustrated at him. The walk he likes is about an hour, and despite his build, when he's out with Labradors and Spaniels he always tries to keep up. His build means he's not meant for speed, but he doesn't give up. He won't be beaten, though he is absolutely pooped by the end of it. He adores walks and being in the countryside and won't come back to the van when the walk is over. He just throws himself on the floor and won't move. When I first started walking him 3 months ago, I didn't know he had this issue and was in the middle of nowhere. He knew we were on the way back to the van and he just lay there refusing to come out of the field. I took a video trying to coax him along, but he just wouldn't move at all. I had to message his owner and go and fetch a lead for him. Her Facebook post read, "So as I said to the 2 men who jumped out of the van to try and revive the dead dog, Begbie isn't dead. He is having one of his throw yourself on the floor and sulk moments because he has just realized that we aren't going up the hill to his woods. I'm standing there patiently waiting for him to get over himself. Please don't panic if you see this. This is what he does. This is one of the reasons why we love him so. Despite being dubbed the Arnold Schwarzenegger of dogs for his stocky build and feisty personality, Michelle said that he's a real softie at heart and loves nothing more than to curl up with his cat brother Tag. Michelle said, "Begbie just has a very strong personality that matches his physique. He's the Arnold Schwarzenegger of dogs, but despite his looks as being a tough, stubborn, and opinionated dog, his best friend is his cat brother Tag, who he loves cuddling up to while asleep." Begbie's owners Roz Niblock, 30, and Matt Kennedy, 33, named the pooch after the Trainspotting character due to his larger-than-life personality. Cake business owner Roz said, "Begbie is so full of character, very friendly but stubborn as hell. He knows what he likes and has a straw when he doesn't get his own way."